Channel. Today I wanted to do a makeup look inspired by sunsets. I just whipped out all of my colorful eyeshadows. I don't have many, but I do have just enough to recreate this look. So I use a lot of yellow and oranges and purples, and I just kind of played around with the shades that I have. So I used a lot of color in this makeup tutorial, even though you can't really tell because I did blend it out and made it as wearable as possible. But I love the way this makeup turned out, and I will definitely be wearing it more often the summer nights when I'm going out with my girlfriends and things like that. I think it's absolutely beautiful and it really makes your eyes pop if you guys can't really tell. Okay, let's just jump right into the makeup tutorial. Bye! Zam! Tanya 100 to 0 real quick. I'm just kidding. I'm always going in with my MAC Soft Ochre Paintpot and then setting it with a white eyeshadow or any translucent powder that you have. This just helps remove the tackiness from the primer. Now I'm taking MAC Soft Brown and I'm literally placing this color all over the lid, all over the crease. This will be our transition shade, and this just helps blend all the other colors we're going to be placing on top of this shade. Just blends so much easier, and this is just a very important step. So any neutral brown that you guys have, just pop it all over the lid and the crease and really blow it out. Now I'm going in with a bright yellow, and I'll have the name of it down below in the description box, but I'm going to be placing this yellow all over the lid. I don't want this yellow to be super neon, so that's why I'm not placing like a white base underneath it. I'm first adding all my bright colors on the lid, and as I'm blending these eyeshadows, they will create so much dimension, giving it that ombre feel. And make sure that every eyeshadow that you apply, you always blend in between, because the key to this look is blending. Now we're going in with a super bright vivid orange, and I'm going to be placing this on a big fluffy brush and using circular motions like all over the lid and my crease. It's okay if you go over the yellow because we are just going to really blend out all of these colors kind of in one, and this is just the first layer of eyeshadow. We're still going to be adding and blending. That way when you're looking down you get hints of yellow and orange and all of that. Now I'm going in with a deep berry eyeshadow. You can also use like Sketch from MAC, but anything with purple undertones, and I'm just going to be buffing this out on me outer corner because this will just create a lot more depth to the eye makeup. And then I'm adding a little bit more orange and yellow because when you're blending you tend to lose a lot more pigmentation. I'm kind of winging it with this whole makeup look, so you just kind of have to look and see if you need a little bit more warmth, so then add a little bit more orange. If you need a little bit more depth, add a little bit of a matte brown. That's what I did right now. I'm using MAC and Marc. And then like the huge, you just gotta blend everything in together. And then I'm going in with my eyeliner, and we're just going to be doing a very strong, fierce wing. It's okay if your wings aren't perfect, that's alright because we're just going to be blending it out anyways. Right now I'm using a matte black eyeshadow and just buffing out that liner just to kind of soften it up a little bit. And then I'm going to be dipping a big fluffy brush into some purple eyeshadow and just going right over that liner. This just helps to make sure there aren't any harsh lines and helps melt everything all together. Now we're going in with the lashes, and I just applied the Huda Beauty Mink lashes in Audrey. For the brow bone highlight, I'm going to be taking MAC's Nylon and just packing that bad boy on there. And then moving on to the skin, I'm taking the LA Girl Pro Prep High Definition Smoothing Face Primer. And you just want to apply that all over your face. And yes, I have some black eyeshadow on my fingers. The foundation I've been loving is the L'Oreal True Match Lumi Cushion Foundation, and the shade I have is 3.5, and I am just applying it with a beauty blender because I just love the finish that it gives. This is just one of my favorite foundations I've been loving. Taking my Becca Undereye Corrector, I'm just applying that underneath my eyes just to correct and cancel the darkness I have, because recently my dark circles have been on 100, and yeah. Taking my Anastasia Beverly Hills Cream Contour Kit, I'm taking that yellow shade, the yellow highlight shade, and using that as concealer. I don't know if you can use this, but it covers up my dark circles, so I am. And then I'm applying the rest of the color on the center of my face just to balance out that highlight. After you're done blending out your foundation and all the creams that we just applied, I'm going to be whipping out this contour kit, and I'm going to be mixing the pinky and the yellow tone powders and setting my under eyes and my T-zone with it. And then moving on to eyebrows, I don't know what to do with my eyebrows yet, so we're just going to brush them out and fill them in with any powder or brow pencil that you have. Just do the usual, you know. So I'm just basic today, and we're just filling in any sparse areas. Since we're going smoky today, I am just going to smoke that lower lash line out. So all the shades that we use on top of the eyes, we're going to use beneath the lash line, and we are just going in. You guys, do not be shy when it comes to blending this out. So I'm taking that soft brown, I'm taking the orange, I'm taking the yellow, and we're just really going in and blending it out from inner corner to outer corner. You know the drill. It also helps to have a small detail blending brush just so you can really get in the lash line and between the lashes. So that's what I'm doing right now. I'm taking like that plummy, blacky eyeshadow and just really creating a lot of like smokiness to this look. Then I'm taking a big fluffy blending brush and just blending it from inner corner to outer corner just so there aren't any harsh lines there, because you know we can't have any harsh lines in this makeup look. Then you want to just tight line and waterline your eyes, and I'm just using that same gel liner and then applying Nylon in the inner corners as well. Now that our eyes are practically done, I'm going to be setting the rest of my face, and this is a Makeup Forever powder, and I'm just adding a tiny bit of powder over my foundation just to set it and add a little bit more coverage, just because we have so much going on the eyes. I want the skin to be perfect. Moving on to bronzing up the skin, I'm taking the same contour palette that we used to set underneath our eyes, and I am just slowly building up this bronzer and really placing it on the perimeter of my face and the center of my nose and a little bit underneath my lip. So basically, I am not being shy with the bronzer. I'm placing it everywhere and anywhere. Taking MAC's blush in Melba, I'm just applying it on the apples of my cheeks just for a little bit of color. It's a matte, peachy toned blush. And then I'm taking MAC's Nylon eyeshadow and using it as a highlight as well, because I have this weird thing where my brow bone highlight has to match with my actual highlight. This is the NYX Lipliner in Nude and Milani lipstick in Matte Innocence. I'm obsessed with this lip color. It's the perfect nude and it's from the drugstore. What else do you need? And then I'm just adding a little bit of gloss on top and the look is done.